I've been 55 years in politics diplomacy, and I have, my latest job was the former president of the United Nations General Assembly, but before that I was EU minister, chief negotiator. But I have been impartial when I was president of the United Nations General Assembly. So as I promised to you, I will keep my impartiality and will not reply to the hostile reference to the US congressmen just who spoke before me. I think I learned two things. One is the looking at the forest and not to the trees. And second is to remember history. Why I'm referring this, because, for example, if Germany in the Second World War remembered what Napoleon suffered while trying to invade Russia, it was the end of Napoleon. And Germany did the same mistake, and it was the end of Hitler's time. So I was first secretary in Baghdad when Iraqi-Iranian war started. People were thinking that in 3 days, Iraqi armies will reach Tehran. It took 8 years, 1 million people died, and the same result came out. So when you think, when you plan something, you must remember history that Iran had a capacity to use missiles, and that was a missile war, throwing missiles from Tehran to Baghdad, Baghdad to Tehran. And I think when this decision by the United States was made to attack Iran, I think this calculation was not done. So still, we are in the mid of something which we think it will end, but every day you think of peace, and then suddenly you wake up in the morning and learn that another attack comes out. So it might continue with us the same way. I think the Russian invasion of Ukraine was another important event, which I think kept us very much busy. In the beginning, many people thought it will be for months, but it took now it's more than 4 years now. So this is going to be with us. The result of it, I think, the post-Second World War institutions, the picture we have has been successful for, let's say, about 70, 75, 80 years. But now it's under threat, and we don't know what to do and what is going to be with us in the future. For EU, it wasn't a success. For NATO, it wasn't a success. I think that is the problem the world is facing. What are we going to do now? And we don't have a luxury to get rid of the United Nations, to get rid of NATO. We don't know what to do with the European Union to be a part in the decision-making or result-oriented matters in the international field. So that is with us now, the unpredictability, and which is also risking stability. When the Arab Spring came out, we were very much happy that dictators are out. Now we will have democracy, human rights, and we will live in a very nice world. But after a while, we saw that Libya is gone, Iraq is gone, Syria is gone, and some people in the world started thinking that stability and predictability is more important than democracy and human rights. Because people say, if they were still with us, we wouldn't have lost Libya, or we wouldn't have seen what's happening in Syria or Iraq. So this concept change is not good. We have a risk on democracy and human rights as well. And I'm sure the existing rules and the way we have lived in the modern world will overcome all these difficulties we are facing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If I may just ask a quick follow-up, just to ask you to comment on how you see transatlantic relations, and Do you think there is irreparable breakdown there, or just a reconfiguration? How do you see it?
I divide things realistic look and romantic look. Realistic look is that there is a new dimension the United States administration has brought. And we must really understand what it is. Because Europe and the Western world lived comfortably, leaving the security risks to the United States for 80 years. And the United States now says that you must also share the burden. You must take care of yourselves. I'm not in a position to be your big brother and help you in many respects. So I think this can be solved because the Western world has the power to do that. Not as good as the United States did for 80 years, but I think the European countries have a power. But they must have the conceptual changes and put into effect their own capacities. And that will bring a new picture where I think the balance between United States and Europe shouldn't be divided by an ocean, as President Trump said. I don't think oceans are to separate, but to connect.